This is the Brownstone Center News Update for Monday, June 30th, 2025. Let's go ahead and get some news started today, shall we? Canada is scrapping a tax that prompted President Donald Trump to suspend trade talks between the two nations just days ago. The digital services tax would have made Canada billions of dollars from U.S. tech companies. And Canadian Prime Minister Mark Carney spoke with Trump on Sunday, a Carney spokeswoman said, and the two agreed to aim for a trade deal by July 21st. Trump has also said this weekend that he doesn't expect to extend the July 9th deadline for other countries to strike trade deals with the U.S. Apple's original racing flick F1 opened to $55.6 million domestically and $144 million globally this weekend, delivering the tech giant its first major box office hit. The studio's big budget gamble, which cost an estimated $350 million to make and market, according to the New York Times, benefited greatly from positive word of mouth, aggressive marketing, and a star-studded cast, including actor Brad Pitt. The first place victory for Apple comes after multiple flops, including Argyle and Fly Me to the Moon. President Donald Trump says that a group of very wealthy people are interested in buying the U.S. branch of TikTok. He didn't disclose specifics, but expressed confidence that the sale would be supported by China's president, adding that more details would be released in about 2 weeks. Earlier this year, the Chinese-owned video sharing app was temporarily banned over national security concerns. Although a sale or ban law took effect in January, the White House has pushed back the app's sale deadline 3 times amid trade tensions. OpenAI is responding to Meta's talent raids. Wired reports that OpenAI Chief Research Officer Mark Chen sent a memo to employees on Sunday detailing efforts to keep top engineers. Quote, "I feel as if someone has broken into our home and stolen something," unquote. He wrote, Meta has compiled a short list of targets it plans to court with $100 million pay packages, dubbed, quote, "the list." It includes researchers at OpenAI and Google DeepMind, according to the Wall Street Journal. Jen Chen wrote that OpenAI will recalibrate compensation in response. A ferocious advertising campaign is underway with passage of President Donald Trump's landmark policy bill hanging in the balance, as political groups and business interests spent at least $35 million just this month to try to sway key members of Congress and their constituents. Republican Senator Tom Tillis of North Carolina was facing the pressure from both sides before he announced Sunday that he wouldn't seek re-election in 2026. Americans for Prosperity, an arm of the conservative megadonor Charles Koch's political network, spent nearly $2 million this month in key media markets such as Charlotte and Raleigh-Durham. Some 935 people were killed in Iran during the 12-day air war strike with Israel. Based on the latest forensic data, a spokesperson for the Iranian judiciary said today, according to state media. Among the dead were 38 children and 132 women, according to the spokesperson's reports. Harvard University has failed to protect Jewish students from harassment, according to the Trump administration, and this was concluded after an investigation. They're also threatening to cut all federal funding from the Ivy League school if it fails to take action. A federal task force sent a letter to Harvard Monday finding the university violated civil rights laws requiring colleges to protect students from discrimination based on race or national origin. It indicated that investigators found Harvard was at times a willful participant in anti-Semitic harassment of Jewish students, faculty, and staff. Senator Ron Wyden of Oregon, Democrat, blasted Senate Republicans for using a controversial accounting measure while seeking to advance President Trump's massive domestic policy legislation, saying it relies on, quote, "fake math." The only way for Republicans to pass this horribly destructive bill, which is based on budget math as fake as Donald Trump's tan, was to go nuclear and hide it behind a bunch of procedural jargon. Wyden, the top Democrat on the Finance Committee, said in a statement late Sunday, "We're now operating in a world where the filibuster applies to Democrats but not to Republicans, and that's simply unsustainable given the triage that will be required whenever the Trump era finally ends," he added. For more news and information that you can use, as well as daily deals and coupons, head over to brownstoneworldwide.com. Don't forget also Cityscape Radio for sounds you'll remember, as well as podcasts that will inspire and encourage you and inform. And don't forget Brownstone Living magazine for the month of July. It's all about all of the covers that you might have missed over the years that we've been in existence as Brownstone Living magazine. Don't forget also to hang out with us on Substack and TikTok with Vernell Washington of the Brownstone Brief. There you will get journalistic commentary and content, as well as brief news throughout your day. We'll see you around.
Welcome to the neighborhood.